We're gonna land right back into the 3rd level. And today's BD Longlegs Day. Really exciting. I like fighting BD Longlegs in this game. It's one of those bosses where there's there's a level of like randomness to it that you have to adapt to, but at the same time it's not completely unpredictable, so it's like, oh, win or lose, I don't know, the game will decide. It's not like that. So I really love fighting BD Longlegs. I like him more than the beetle. I like him more than the final boss. I don't know, the final boss is challenging too. I like the bosses in this game. That's what I'm saying. I'm pretty happy fighting bosses in this game, as opposed to just fighting the scattered enemies on the field. I can do either one, but I really enjoy the bosses. Yeah, we gotta get some bombs. We gotta knock down a few walls. We're gonna knock down that one big black wall, because, oh, we forgot a bomb there. Yeah, let's get a whole bunch of bombs. Yeah, get as many as we can. That's a good number. That's a good number. I like clearing out that last wall, because obviously we have enough time in the day. We don't need to make any, or we can follow a convoluted path. Ooh, not gonna go that way. We're just gonna leave them alone. We can follow a convoluted path if we want to, but it's easier to, like, why not just blow down all the walls, make it nice and open here. It feels nice. So first we're going to carefully avoid this fire. And they made this game so that Pikmin's path runs right over the fire. So there's no chance of them... Well, there's a chance, because, you know, some of the Pikmin go to the right instead of the left. But there's a pretty high chance they're going to catch on fire if the fire's going. So, got past that okay. And now we're going to clear out this last wall. Only takes 3 more, and then we will be ready to go. So I usually fight BD Longlegs with yellow Pikmin, so that's what we're gonna do this time. I don't know why I'm going back to the ship. As stated in the beginning, I'm not actually playing this as pre-recorded. The gaming is pre-recorded. The commentary is done right now. Clearly. Unscripted, that's what I was looking for. So, I know I fight this guy with yellow Pikmin, but it looks like I'm gonna change my mind right here. There it is, yep. I was probably distracted commentating and not knowing my microphone was off during that part. Let's go back to comments. I do want to get through them. We have 2 comments left. The next one was on the episode where I was on the episode where I was talking about blind plays, and this comment comes from Neutrill2422. It's always good to see Pikmin. I also love blind playthrough of games, and lately I have really enjoyed people that do challenges like the Pikmin randomizer. Full agree. I adore randomizers. Unfortunately, I don't know how to mod things, and I don't know anything like that, so I've never played a randomizer myself, and don't really intend to soon. And here's BD Longlegs. You know, I'm trying to decide now if BD Longlegs is my favorite boss in this game, and my instinct is saying yes. Ooh, even though he is tough, because Pikmin, they fall off of him, or I miss, and they auto-target his feet, and then that's death. Ooh, and it's just, he picks them off one by one. This is why you take small teams with you. If I had 100 Pikmin right now, like 40 of them would be dead. Because this guy is just relentless. It's about area. He takes up so much area in the field. Ooh, it looks like we're almost there, and he's gonna explode into these little triangles. Triangles are already falling off of him, but we're gonna see. Oh, here it is. Let's watch him explode. Oh, I like that. Maybe it's cruel of me to say that, because he's dying horrifically. But I like that. I think it's fun with the little explosion in his body shape. Ooh, you know, come to think of it, he does, his animation is quite different in Pikmin 2 when he explodes, because you see him kind of like fall to the ground, falling to the side while he's melting. This one, he just stands in place and then explodes. It's pretty cool. Back to the comment I read before, I love randomizers. There have been YouTube channels that I have discovered because of a randomizer. You see randomizer in the title, you click it, you start to get attached to the voices who are experiencing it, and that's how I found at least one of the channels that I regularly watch. Well, I haven't watched their channel in maybe a year. I think I put one of their... well, whatever, this is not really relevant. The point is I love randomizers too. They're great. I'd love to do one. I just don't have the... but right now, for a lot of reasons, I don't really have the intention of learning how to program it. But yeah, full agree. Randomizers are great. We're almost done with day 8. Well, the day isn't over, but we're almost done with this level because we are going to end the day early as soon as we get the piece that I also didn't see the first description for, but that's okay. We can see the description once it arrives to Olmar's ship. Excuse me. And here we can read all about it. Guard satellite, I think it's called. This has protected me from space pirates many, many times. Ooh, I'd like to see that. I'd like to see that happen. I'm thinking of like Spore, because there's space pirates in Spore. That's an old game. This is an old game. I don't actually know which one. Oh, this one's older. I don't know. We're gonna go ahead and go to Sunset because we're done with the 3rd level. Yay! We're done with the 3rd and the 2nd. And next, we're gonna just quickly blast through the 1st level because why not? You know, when I do the 4th level, I want to just start and keep going and not stop and not have a day in the middle where I have to deal with the 1st level or not tag on the 1st level to the end because, you know, I want to go to the 4th level to the boss. That's exciting. And the 1st level I can just kind of chill out and read this final comment. First I gotta read Olmar's journal. The Pikmin always carry their prey back to the onions. Close observation indicates that taking food pellets to onions of the same color results in the release of larger numbers of Pikmin seeds. I've also found ways to group Pikmin by color. I can hold A to grab one for a moment, or I can press X to dismiss them all. Ooh, I barely made it through that one. I'm sorry about stumbling, but I just want to make sure I read all the words. Let's jump right to the 1st level. Yeah, only one left, because you only need to go back once, do a little thing, maybe get the pearl, get a few 20s if you want, and I'm gonna get the pearl today. I'm not really gonna worry about the 20s or the 10s, because I don't really need it. So we're not seeing a Mamuta over there. For those who don't know, in this level, depending on what day it is, day 2 through 30, that determines what enemy will spawn in that big arena over there. And we can either see the Mamuta, the big rock guy, that's what the Mamuta is, or we can see the blob, which is technically called Gulix, but I'm pretty sure most people call it the blob because it's a big blue blob. Maybe they call it the slime. I don't know. So, there was no Mamuta, which means it's the blob. And this guy. This little guy who's always just popping up, running into that wall. He really doesn't know what he's doing, does he? So we're gonna leave the yellow Pikmin back, because the blob is kind of a watery thing, and if you throw red or yellow Pikmin at it, they kind of get a little... they get water in their heads, they get confused. So there it is! There it is, the big guy. This is just one of the most, like, unorthodox enemies in the game. Or is it? Slimes are actually a pretty common enemy in video games, but I think it's the two organs inside it. So the strategy for the blob, I feel like a lot of people might not know it, mostly because it's such an uncommon enemy. There's only like one place you can see it, and it doesn't reappear in Pikmin 2. The strategy is to get Pikmin to attack that little globe that looks like the Earth right there, that they're on, and then hit the brain. So Pikmin they're attacking the Earth, but you don't see the health going down. But it's saving all that. It's saving that memory of the health going down. So when you hit the brain like that, that's when all the health goes down suddenly. It's a very strange concept. Simple though. And then there, and he's all done. And he explodes into water and 5s. Like enemies do in this game. Everything explodes into 5s. Well, the big guys anyway. Puffy blowhogs too. And that's really the only threat in this level. The rest, you just go through the motions. Which is also another reason I'm not a huge fan of this level. Because you kind of just play it the same way every time. Whoa, he got over the wall somehow. Huh, must be the blob when he exploded and I guess somebody went flying. Okay, I think we only need 3 bombs for the wall. Yeah, that's a 3-bomb wall, because it's very light gray. That's how you can tell there's light gray, there's dark gray, and then there's black. 3, 6, and 9, respectively. For some reason, one got a little too nervous to drop his bomb, but that's okay. It happens to all of us. Alright, up ahead is the last ship part in this level. It's that green thing and the clam over there. Positron generator, I believe. We're gonna deal with that first. We want to get some Pikmin working on the wall back home. Because that's the way the Pikmin are gonna carry it. That wall right there. Yep. So they're gonna work on that. Slow going. Very few Pikmin and they're yellow Pikmin. I actually don't know if red Pikmin do more damage on walls or only on enemies. It would make sense that it would be on walls and bridges too. I don't know. I haven't really, like, dug into the files of this game. Like, if I don't know how to mod, then I clearly don't know how to do that anyway. It's all just experience-based. And some things that people have told me. I found the positron generator. By combining batteries with solar cells, this machine can generate incredible amounts of electricity. What a timely find. Those instant space noodles will taste better heated up. Yeah, survival food. Par for the course. Poor Olimar. Living on those salty noodles. If salt exists on Hakote, I don't know. Sounds like a parallel to a salty, not very nutritious food. Oh, that was close. He almost got a blue Pikmin. I guess I was lying when I said there was no more danger after the Gulix was dealt with. There it is. The trick to beating the clams is to, as you saw there, throw them off-center. If you throw them directly in the middle, then it kind of takes them a really long time to latch onto it and start doing damage. I don't know how I found that out, but I remember that from being a kid. Way back in my childhood playing this game. We're gonna leave them there because sometimes they slide down on the right there on that slope, and we don't want them to land in the water and then drown while Olimar's not there. The pearl, I think I give it to the red Pikmin because they're the fighters. I believe that's what happens here. Sorry for the pause there. This is all done in one session, so it is as casual can get when it comes to gaming, I'd say. I do have one last comment to get through. So this comment was on the, I don't remember what number episode it was, but it was the episode where I got the ship part that talked about escaping velocity. And I was making a joke like, oh, maybe that's how he does his U-turns, because I didn't really know what escape velocity meant. So I got a comment on that one from Alex C4924. And that person says, escape velocity is when you're going fast enough to never fall back down to the planet you're on. And when I read this, I was like, oh, yeah, duh, gravity. But then I thought, gravity is not the same thing as velocity. And when you escape velocity, like a velocity is a movement that's already occurring, because there's distance. Like, distance from here to here, this distance is in the equation of velocity. So if you're sitting on a planet, and the planet has a gravitational pull, and your ship isn't moving, your velocity is 0, so there's no velocity to escape from. I know this is semantics. Who cares? It's just a silly thing to talk about. Let me read this first. This electronic generator is so powerful that if you approach it carelessly, you'll get an electric shock. Ooh, I don't like that. I don't like that on my ship. I wouldn't want that on my ship. Well, it's a generator. I guess you need it. Anyway, so, like, escaping velocity, I don't think that's escaping a gravitational pull. Just my personal, like, how I interpret that. But I mean, it's a game. his perpetual energy device was a couple of AA batteries. So, I don't know. But I can think that if your ship is here, and the planet that's pulling on the ship is making it go down, making it fall down, then you have to escape that downward motion and then go back up. That could be escaping velocity. So, sure. I don't think it's that deep. I think it's just a way to word something, but yeah, escape velocity. We all gotta do it sometimes, right? We don't. I just made that up. So in this level, I'm not gonna get any more Pikmin because we got the pearl. Yep, the red Pikmin got it. No, they didn't. Okay, whatever. We got flower Pikmin. Maybe the blue Pikmin got it. I was not paying enough attention. Oh, but that's okay. That's okay. So those were the comments I received. I got through all 3 of them. 2 of them were this episode, 2 of them were the previous episode, including the anonymous comment. So, I am going to finish this entire run in this sitting, so if you leave me a comment right now, then it won't show up in the next Pikmin videos. But it's not too late to leave a comment because I'm only getting started. Ooh. Iridescent flint beetle. This creature's hypnotic reflective body is quite hard, giving it a good defense against Pikmin attacks. Why then did the Pikmin chase it in such a frenzy? I wonder if it will undergo any change if I hit it directly with Pikmin. It does. It goes through a change. It gives off little pellets, but they're so small that to me they're not really worth the hassle. Just a couple of ones. In this game they don't give you anything else.